All right, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back. I've been out for a little bit. You think you saw my last video a couple days ago, or maybe a day ago? I don't remember, but I got more coming out now. I had to take a little bit of a break for a day or two, take care of other stuff. You know how it is. Anyway, today we are doing Michael Jackson, "Human Nature." This is the audio version. I'm pretty sure there's a music video for it, but it looked like way too old from what I saw and looked like kind of an eyesore just visually considering the time period. But that's nothing. We're here for the song, and I honestly think this is one of the best songs he's ever done. In all reality, I think a lot of people will agree. We've all heard it, but I'm pretty sure you've all heard it before. But let's talk about it. Enough of my rambling. Let's go.
Looking out across the night, the city winks a sleepless eye. Yeah, I'd always shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. Get me out into the nighttime, for walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite.
Okay, let's talk about this first verse here. This first verse does a really good job of setting up his mind frame and his state, and setting up and very good at putting together the setting. Detailing the city, the feel of it, how he feels restless, ready to get out there, embrace life. Like, I really was thinking about this, and this song, in many ways, is kind of like a metaphor for the living experience. You know what I mean? Like, and the city is like the metaphor for how I think he felt about life at that point in time, or how the song is expressing his view on life. Like, the restlessness, the need to go explore, to go see. Um, like he says, if this town's an apple, let me take a bite. Wanting to really just like embrace it all and get his piece of it, so to speak, get his piece of the experience. And like also those little non sequiturs, like see this girl, the city streets, like all of it paints this really interesting picture, I think anyway, of like what he thinks is like the human experience, or what it should feel like, and that kind of leads us into the whole point, which is
If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do it that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do it that way? Reaching out, touch a stranger. Electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl, she knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. If they
okay. Now this verse really it's a really nice continuation of the setup from the first verse, but he's continuing this sort of I think this one really is like this verse really in my mind kind of begins to solidify that fact that this is the exploration of the human condition, human, like he says, human nature. That was unintentional. And that think of things like reaching out to touch a stranger. See that girl, what did he say? Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
that girl,
Yeah.
touch a stranger. Electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl, she knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare.
Okay, that's what he said. He said, reaching out to touch a stranger, electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl? She's She knows I want. It's like he's painting, like saying like these three kind of unrelated things, but they all kind of explore the randomness and like the energy of being out in the city at night. And like cause he's like his exploration leads him to want to reach out to get to know someone he's never met before. Electric eyes are everywhere. One could say like it's like the TV monitors. Like you ever been to a major city? Like all the monitors everywhere, even like all the billboards. Like the electric eyes represent like the the eyes of the city, so to speak, in its screens and its billboards, and its tall signs and its monitors. That's at least how I would take it anyway. And that kind of like it feels like it makes everything feel more alive. And even like the idea of the girl who knows you're watching, and she likes it's like like I'm talking to people. I'm feeling the energy. I'm looking at this girl. She's looking at me. We're smiling. We kind of know what's up. We're feeling each other's vibe, kind of, and that's what it means, And all these things I think are like segments of human nature, like the need to want to interact with a stranger, to grow your community, to meet people, to socialize, the flirting, the feeling the energy of the night, all those things.
If they say why, instead of that is human nature. Why does it do it that way? If they say why, instead of that is human nature. Why does it do it that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way. Looking out across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat. Reaching out, I touch her shoulder. I'm dreaming of a street. If they say
Okay, you know what? Let me go back. Let me really examine that because I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of lost in the song myself a little bit. I was feeling it there for a second. I'm sure you were listening. You were kind of feeling it too. So it's all good. We're fine. That's why we're here.
looking out across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat. Reaching out, I touch her shoulder. I'm dreaming of a street.
Okay, so this verse, which I think is probably like the last verse or second to last verse, paints another really interesting picture. I think, and like he's like because imagine it's like this like how can I put it? If I put these verses in order, the first verse ultimately, in its sense, is getting ready to go out and to explore the city, being excited about what's to come. The middle verse is a lot about the experience itself, what it feels to be in the heat of it, reaching out to touch a stranger, feeling the lights, flirting with girls. You know what I mean? And this last verse really is like the cap of the night as the night begins to get in, because like what he says, they say the sun when he's talking about the sunlight coming up, and the city's heart begins to beat because you've been in the city during the daytime, even it's like a lot of hustle and move. Like I used to live in Los Angeles, and like there's a lot of hustle, move during the day. Like there's still some nightlife, but a lot of times at night at a certain point it does sort of die down a little bit. But then during the days it's just going like it's like the city almost has a pulse. Like major cities do very much feel alive in a sense. And so that's kind of what he means. Like the city's heart begins to beat. I touch her shoulder. I'm dreaming of the street. Like that one always kind of like, why are you touching her shoulder? And when it make you dream of the street, but maybe it's like when he reaches out to touch her, he's dreaming of that experience of that moment. Like it's possibly the same girl from the second verse, and he's And even though he's like with her, he can't let go of wanting to be out or roaming and being around, and the energy of the night and how much he loves the environment overall. And yeah, but let's just close it. Let's just play this out, and then I'll give the rest of my thoughts at the end. Let's just enjoy it.
Tell him that it's human nature. Why does he do it that way? If they say tell him why does he do it that way? If they say why, cha 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 cha. Why does he do it that way? If they say just
Okay, well, that was Michael Jackson, Human Nature. And like I said, I think it's a really good song. I think it's one of his best songs. And I think it, when you really get into it, it really like him trying to explore like the human condition and what it means to be human by using this idea of a city and the things you see and feel in the city as like that metaphor for what it means to be human. But like in a very kind of general way, like he doesn't really say anything that's too hyper specific, but I think that makes it relatable to a lot of different feelings because it's hard to necessarily put that kind of thing into something utterly specific because the human experience is both very specific but yeah, but like also kind of general all at the same time. We all go through a lot of the same things, but a lot of times it's different when it's personal to us. So it operates on many levels, and I think like he did a good job of like touching on it and touching on the depths of that, but through very simple lyrics and through lyrics are also kind of non sequiturs in the same way. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm right, wrong? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know what you think. Is this one of your favorite Michael Jackson songs? Do you have a different favorite Michael Jackson song? Let me know. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We're up to 160 subscribers. I appreciate that. I really do. And yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace.